let's continue from a little bit this time. Let's see if we can make it past the people at the cathedral. If I didn't make it to him. Damn it. No. Way too many enemies. Okay. Got a little further this time. Okay, that attack I haven't seen before. I wasn't aware they could actually breathe fire. They really did anything. Crazy they have that attack. Let's get in here. Giant down there, and there's also a giant over there. Which we probably have to deal with. Jesus. Elevator. Which we can use to unlock a shortcut. If you open this door, back here at the bonfire again. Can rest. Get back up. Maybe I have enough to level up. Yeah. So let's head back to Fighting Shrine actually. Level up a little bit.
Welcome home, Ashen Wasp. Very well. Then hey.
Take some endurance. Could also just take some vitality, maybe. Improve our decks, that's also an option. Let's take some more Riga, which was what I meant before, not vitality. That's also an option, but I think Riga is the way to go.
Farewell, Ashen One. May
Back up here again. And got a giant. Too early. Here we should be fine. Usually they run after you. Guys up there. But apparently not this time. Oh. Yeah, I may also want to get some more endurance or stamina. It's not very high right now. I need more. Take this ladder up. I believe there's one of the evangelists. That's also an ember. This is the place where the archer, the two other guys, was before with the giant. And back to safety. Here we have a mimic. Drop the Deep Braille Divine Tome, which we can give to the lady we freed from the cell. And here we have the first cathedral knife. Ooh. Equal 9 armor, that's actually pretty good. As you can see on all stats, more or less, it's just weighs a little bit. Definitely worth using. Now let's go in here. There we go. Face thing up in the roof. That gave Eldritch Sapphire. Here we can find another ember. Actually, what does Eldritch Sapphire do? So crit skill FP. And got Lloyd's sword rings earlier. But we're running from the giant. which could be good if you were very good at dodging, since it gives increased attack power if you have full HP. Being invaded by Kirk over there. Damn. Okay, that hurt a lot. Usually I use maybe two-hand weapons, which makes the game a little bit easier. But yeah, this time I wanted to do another build. There's a lot of these guys in this room. So I could actually go back and level up again. I kinda want to one of the giants before we head back. Oh. And we killed it. Oh. There's a couple of items here. That's fine. Maiden. Six. So this. Let's actually do 2 goals here, which will lead us to a balcony down here. That has some more items we can get. Spear and no more bones. That seems to be a faith weapon. Hmm. Should probably just head back. Let's run it in. Get a couple of more levels.
Welcome. Very that hate.
Actually, let's
Farewell, Ashen
do
Maid.
them all at the same time. So let's use soul items we got.
Welcome is very well then taken.
Go after some stamina. Could also get some vitality. I also gives a bit. But actually, let's put one in back and one in endurance.
Farewell, Ashen One Maid.
That should be okay. I think this time is because we killed the giant, we don't have to worry about that guy again. We should more or less just be able to run about him. Need to get this one down. As you can see, the giant is not respawning. Just wanted to check if there was any items hiding in the barrels. Or rather, the crates. This is what usually happens. One of them follows down. Chases you. The mimic is also gone. Mimics are one-time enemies you can fight. These guys, I love them. Last time we killed them on the walkway above. Don't do that, they jump you like they did here. That was a little bit weird. Used the same spell twice. And Kirk shouldn't wait either, so we don't have to worry about him. Invasions are one-time encounters. Let's actually run to the other side of the room. There's a cathedral knight with a couple of balls over here. Usually the thralls are faster than him. Maybe not this time. There's some mechanics you can use here that will raise some walls. I think they are made for the giants. Don't know how you would use them since you wouldn't really have the chance to move fast enough to get out of the swampy stuff. Yeah. There's also way up here we can go. Down here seems. This is where we were earlier. Here we can open this, which is an elevator we'll use later, and open this, which is another shortcut to Zen Bonfire we can use. After doing that, we can go back to where we came from. And it's actually also one of the things here that opens, rather raises this thing right here, which again I don't know what use they have. Maybe you can use a bow or something and shoot the giant from in there. That being able to cover you. Another giant. This time there's these slime things as well. I just ignore the slime things while I fight the giant, if possible. Usually giant would kill a couple of them. There's a lot of them still alive, it seems. Let's try not to get surrounded. That was it. Here we get some of the ring armor sets. Actually, I think we get the whole ring set right here. Except a couple of weapons, which Nago isn't a part of the set, but they kinda fit together. There's the ring hammers. Got the chest armor, the drink gloves, and we should also have gotten the drink shoes. And as I said, the drink hammers we also got. There's also some other drink weapons that you get later. So it's not all drain related items that came from that area, but a good part of them. These knights can hit pretty hard if they use the two-hand sword. Let's kill these guys over here. And I also want to kill this one. That's nice shot. Still need one to get our twin blades to +3. Ember. There's still this guy over here. And now we could go this way. Just the elevator. There's actually a boss back from where we were before, but I kinda want to go this way first. We can open the main entrance here, which was the door we reached right after the graveyard down. But it was close, so we ran around, came in from the other side. And from here we can go down here. And we have Onion Knight.
Well, you look reasonably sane. I am a knight of Katarina. I've managed to track down this cathedral's store of treasure. It's right over there, across that narrow part. Treasure? Always so close, yet so far. I'm in quite a pickle, indeed. Just hold your horses a moment. I know. Treasure is so sorely tempting.
If you haven't figured it out now, that is actually Patches who has stolen Seaport's arm.
Shame on you, you greedy guts. Thought you could outwit an onion. Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors. Where's the old giant? What? Where's the bloody giant? Just what have you done? How dare you? Have you no shame? Damn, and damn.
Damn. Yes. So, we killed the giants before we reached him, so usually it will drop you down, so you have to fight the giant. But since there's no giants left, we can just run back up there again without any trouble. This time, however, he will have lowered the thing and have run past, which I don't really know how he could, but he's no longer over there. So in order to reach Patches, we need to go over to that side. And in order to do that, we actually need to go back again to the elevator that I skipped earlier. But before we do that, I kinda want to kill the boss in here. And we are actually able to get some help here from Henri and Forrest that we met earlier. So let's use them. They aren't really strictly necessary at all, but they're nice to have since this boss is kind of an ad fight. We had fight a lot of small enemies. These guys can keep the attention away from us, so we are easily able to kill the boss down there. But as I said, this is no means necessary. This is one of the easier bosses. The most dangerous thing here is to get around it. What we have to do is kill the one with the fire on them. And soon as we have damaged them halfway down, we will be able to fight the real boss for the remaining of the fight, so just need to kill a couple more of these. Here we have the guy that keeps being the one on fire for the rest of the fight. Oh god. Yeah, as I said, the dangerous thing is to get surrounded, which can be a little bit difficult if you are soloing and don't have hard-hitting weapons. We don't have right now. Oh, he's actually healing himself. Some of his friends are. Seems maybe it's the blue ones can heal him. Oh, and our weapon is actually close to being destroyed. Let's use this for now then. Oh. This is not good. Don't think I have ever reached this point. I'm down. Die now. Okay, this is actually the first time I ever died to this boss. Okay, it seems like there's some timer kind of thing. It was a little unfortunate that our weapon was almost destroyed while we were fighting him. Yeah, actually let's take a break now and try again in the next video.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please consider leaving a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.